live. Holy poop, I'm live. Whoa, this is crazy. Just making sure everything is fine. Can I hear me? Okay. So, hello everyone. I'm starting a new series today because one day I was bored and I randomly came up with the idea to put every single game that's in my PS4 library onto a wheel, and then whenever I feel like streaming but I don't know what to stream, I will spin that wheel, uh, download the game if I are that appears if I don't already have it downloaded, and play it for at least an hour. And now that I mention it, I should actually write down a timer. Play this for an hour. I don't need to write down a timer. Timer. Um, I'm gonna play it for an hour, whatever game appears, and I'm gonna play it no matter what. And I was afraid this was gonna happen. I don't think this game works. this this game servers are dead. I can't play it anymore. But you know, the fun idea, and now I'm forcing myself to sit here and on play a game that I can't even play for one entire hour. I'm not very good at commentary, especially when I have like nothing to do in the background. I could read out the tips. Are they in order? If they're in order, I'll wait till tip 1. Oh, they're not. Tip 13. The hand is a powerful ally. Summon it with the directional buttons when you're in trouble, or use it to seal the deal on it. Whoa. That's crazy. I guess. Uh, I don't know. Okay. I played this game once. I have it because it was on PS Plus once before, and I downloaded it, and I hadn't played it yet, but I saw my friend Iris was playing it, so I was like, "Hey, I have that game downloaded. You want to play together?" And she was just like, "Yeah, sure, okay." And that's it. I think there's a shark in this game. I don't remember much. Um, it's only been 3 minutes. How am I supposed to do this for an hour? God, I really messed up. I should have just banned games that don't work. But I didn't. Maybe the game didn't shut down. Maybe it's just down like right now. Uh, let me look this up. Drawn to that servers. Nope. Yeah. The game is closed. Yeah, Sony announced that the game servers will be closing on March 25th, 2019, huh? So this isn't even a recent thing either. This game's been dead for years. Um, well, I mean, what else can I talk about? I could talk about what I've been doing. I've just been playing games. Oh, actually, no, we did. I did do a cool thing on was it Saturday? Yes, on Saturday. I done a cool thing with my friends. Um, I can't really say what it is. I'm gonna be posting. I'll probably post those videos later, actually. But I have some videos that I recorded with my friends ages ago, and then we all reacted to them. and we done that on Saturday. It was a lot of fun. There was like 7 of us there. I had to walk up to my friend's house, and that was very tiring. Um, because I had no one to pick me up. My mom was at work, his mom was at work, and there was no one else to drive. So we had to walk up to my friend's house to do the event I was planning. It was a lot of fun. And I like the walk back home. I just don't like the walk up because we go up a giant hill. But yeah, I don't have the reactions on video. I didn't record them, but I do have the videos we were reacting to. I still have those, and I'll probably post them to YouTube. I know I will post them to YouTube, and I'll probably do it today, later today, after the stream. It's only been 6 minutes. How am I supposed to do this for an hour? I have a DS. I could just play my DS for another 54 minutes, almost 55 minutes. Or no, almost 53 minutes. Wait, what? Wait, yeah. Why is my math so bad? Okay. God, I done honors maths. I should be good at this. Maybe it's not been 6 minutes. Actually, maybe it's been longer than 6 minutes. And it's just not updating. No, it's been 6 minutes. Oh, it's been 7 minutes now. What games have I been playing? So that was the Sunny Power. Okay. I finished playing New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I've been on a journey to play every 2D Mario game, and when I own every 3D Mario game, I'll play all those as well. I don't currently own Super Mario Galaxy 2 or Super Mario 3D World. I already talked about this on my DRG stream. Or was it DRG? No, my Minecraft stream. It was like my first stream after like a year or something. Yeah, I talked about it there, but I need to get 3D World. I'll get the Switch version because that seems like just the most definitive version. Seems really good. And then there's also the Bowser's Fury is on there as well, so I'm going to be getting that version anyway. Oh, maybe I'll play the original Wii U version at some point in my life. Maybe not for my like 3D binge, but I'll play it at some point. And then Super Mario Galaxy 2, I should be able to get for pretty cheap. I doubt Wii games are in demand right now, but I could be wrong about that. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm on my 2D binge. I'm actually moving on to my final game soon. I don't know when exactly I'll do. Maybe I'll take a few days off from playing 2D Mario. I'm going to do a tier list. Excuse me. I can say with certainty that I think my favorite 2D Mario game is New Super Mario Bros. DS. If we're talking purely just the main mode, because New Super DS also had the side minigame mode, and it had. Oh, let me just retry this. Yeah, New Super DS also had the mini games, and then it had the versus mode. The Wii version also has versus modes, but I think I played a small bit of them, but I don't really have too many memories of them. I don't really remember them all that much, so I can't really speak too much on how good they are. But yeah, I definitely think that New Super DS is my favorite. Speaking purely the main like campaign, the single player campaign, whatever you want to call it. I think New Super Wii is the better. Although I definitely felt uh, that it was built around multiplayer. Um, and then I think the best, like my personal favorite is New Super DS, but I think the best is Super Mario World. I think that's better than the New Super games. I really do. It's so incredibly well designed. And it's aged so well as well. I think the physics are a small bit off, but like not that much. It takes a bit of getting used to, but like it's not like Super Mario Bros. Where to get used to it you need to basically be a speedrunner. Super Mario World is just it's just such a good game, and I think that if I was doing it more objective, I think that would be the best, at the very top. But it's my tier list, my personal viewing of each game, so it's still going to be S tier, but probably like second or third. I'm not sure. And of course, I still haven't played New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I have played New Super Mario Bros. Wii U. I have played it in the past. I've 100%ed New Super U actually. But in terms of like this binge thing I've been doing, I'm not really close to playing it. I might start it this week. I'm not sure. I'm not sure really. I'll definitely get to it this summer though. At least next month. I'll at least have it finished by August. There's also oh wait, I just remembered something. Um Sorry, it's off topic. I've also played New Super Luigi U. I don't think I've ever beaten it, and I definitely have not 100%ed it. But I remember really enjoying that DLC. So I'm excited to go back to it and give it a full run through. There's something I just realized. Okay, it's tomorrow. So Annapurna Interactive, which is one of my favorite indie publishers out there. Uh, so they're amazing. They're up there alongside Devolver and No More Robots. And they're doing a showcase tomorrow, and I only just remembered it now. It's 12 p.m. PT. What time is that? 8 o'clock. Oh god, 8 o'clock. Let me write that in Discord. Yeah, so what other games I've been playing? So yeah, I also beat New Soup 2 on the 3DS just like 2 days ago. And I thought it was very good. I actually really enjoyed it. I've heard like very bad things about it, but it was honestly very good. I thought it was better than Wii U. I feel like Wii U is just Wii but more, which isn't bad, but it's just kind of very plain and boring, you know? It's still fun, but I wish it could do more. But then New Soup 2, I actually really felt like even though they didn't really add any like new enemies or new power-ups, besides the gold flower, which I think is actually quite nice. Um, I thought the gimmick of having like just it all be about collecting coins, I actually thought that added a lot to the game, and I thought that really made it like a very unique. Um, I played Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I beat the first book on like a couple days ago, 3 days ago or something, and then I beat the second book. Did I do it earlier today or yesterday? God, I'm so bad at. I think it was earlier today. I done it earlier today. I beat the second book. I'm going to move on to the third book. Maybe later. I'm not sure. I have some other things I want to do. Some other games I want to play. And I also played. I played Apollo Justice a couple weeks back. I finished that, and then I finished Ace Attorney Investigations, the first Ace Attorney Investigations game, like last week. and I thought that was very fun and unique, very different from the main series. I loved it. And I'm currently playing through Ace Attorney Investigations 2. I'm on the third case. I just started it. I'm not very far into it. I keep getting distracted. I think I might need to take a small break so I don't get um burned out. But I've already started it, so I don't want to just like leave it, you know. But yeah, I'll finish that and then I'll take a break before playing the 3DS games. Actually, I watched a Capcom showcase when that happened, and I actually popped off so hard when I saw that the later three mainline Ace Attorney games were getting remasters on modern platforms. I popped off so goddamn hard when I heard that, when I saw that announcement, because like I had just played Apollo Justice and I'm an absolute like huge fan of the original trilogy, and I played Apollo Justice like not even like a couple, like, it was only a couple of days before that Capcom showcase, I'm pretty sure. And I absolutely loved it. I thought Apollo Justice was so good. So I saw that and I was like, oh my god, people actually get to play Apollo Justice, that's amazing. And now we have like obviously the second trilogy isn't out yet. It's going to be out in 2024, but when it does come out, that means we'll have the original Phoenix Wright trilogy, we'll have this Apollo Justice trilogy, we'll have the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, both Great Ace Attorney Chronicles on modern platforms. We're getting Ghost Trick like in 2 days. Yes, 28, right? Yes, 28. We're getting that in 2 days. The Ghost Trick remaster. Oh my god. I actually screamed when I saw that announcement in the Nintendo Direct. Ghost Trick is the objectively best video game on the Nintendo DS. One of the best games of all time. Like, unironically, that game is incredible, and I'm so happy more people are going to get to play it. Um, hopefully, I know they're not going to have it anytime soon. It'll be at least 2025, and even then, I think that might be a bit of a stretch. I'd say maybe like fall or winter 2025 at the earliest. We'll get the Ace Attorney Investigations duology remastered for modern platforms. Because the second game actually never got localized. I'm playing a modded localization, like a fan-made localization. It's not even localization. I think it's just a translation. I'm not sure. But yeah, it never got officially released in the West. Only the first game did, and no, it was pretty good. I'm assuming it didn't sell all that well in the West, which maybe is why they never ported it. But I think now that Ace Attorney is starting to get like so much more popular, and that they have all this going on, that I think they're realizing that like they probably should port that at some point. Um, I will also play the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles at some point, but I don't have easy access to that at the moment. I'd want to play the new versions, the new remasters, that are on modern platforms. So I'd have to buy it, but I'm poor. I have no money, so I can't really buy anything right now. I have like €20. I don't have a summer job. I need to get one, but I'm lazy and unmotivated to do anything. So I have no money. I have like €20, which I'm saving for when Whole Night Silk Song comes out, which God knows when that is coming out. But yeah, cool games. I have other games I want to play and other games I am playing. As I mentioned, I'm playing Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Um, I think it's called. I think the fan dubbed name was like Prosecutor's Pat, which I think is pretty sick name. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I have other games. I played what was it, Puyo Pop Fever yesterday. I played that not for the first time, but I didn't really remember my first time playing it. That was a lot of fun. The DS Puyo game made by Atlas. It's pretty fun. I love Puyo Puyo. It's one series. It's like there's a couple series which I've like not really played much of, or not even played at all. But I just know that like I absolutely love these series, or that I would. Uh, can I think of an example that I have played? God, I'm not sure actually. Hold on. I probably have it somewhere here. Rhythm Thief, that's not a series, but like that is something I was. Oh, actually, here's a way better example. Taiko no Tatsujin. I was absolutely in love with this series. Like the moment that I laid my eyes on it, even though I had never played it, and then I tried it, and I was like, oh my god, it's really. Because it was like I saw it, and I was like, oh my god, it's so cool. And then I played. There was like a browser version. The old browser version got deleted, but there's a new browser version which I think is better. I'm not sure what the consensus of that is. I'm not in the community or anything. I don't look at anything the community does. But I played one on Switch, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. So then when I modded my DS, I got the Taiko games on there. There might be fan localizations out there. I'm not sure. They're pretty niche games, all things considered, so there might not even be localizations out there. But I played the DS games. I've only played one of the adventure modes for the DS games. I think all three of them have an adventure mode, though. I've only played one of them. But I've played like songs for all of them. It's just the same. I actually think the DS ones are really easy. It was hard when I started out, but I'm actually pretty decent at Taiko now. So the DS ones are just kind of boring now, but cause they didn't have the Oni difficulty, which is the hardest. And I'm like an Oni player now, not the hard ones. I can like do like like some. Hold on, I think it's like level 5, 6, and 7 I can do, but 7 is like it's 50-50 whether I can do a level 7 song or not. Level 8 I can maybe do one or two. Level 9 is a no go, and level 10 is even nowhere goer. It's not even a phrase. Well, that's an example of a series that like I just fell in love with immediately. I knew I had to play everything in the series has to offer, but pretty much all of the games uh, are Japan exclusive, which sucks. But they're starting to bring the games to the West now, and I played the two Rhythmic Adventure games. I bought the Rhythmic Adventure pack, or did I buy them separately? I'm actually not sure. Either way, I have both of them, and they were a lot of fun. I think I bought them separately. I think it was like for some reason the bundle wasn't on sale, but the two individual games were, and that was cheaper than buying the bundle, so I just bought them separately and it's whatever. But there's a few examples I can think of now, like Toho. I think I'd really enjoy. Um, Puyo Puyo, Pikmin, Katamari Damacy. Those are like series that I think I'd really love if I played them. But I've barely played Puyo Puyo, but I do love it. I actually did play. I really loved Doctor Doctor Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine growing up. I absolutely loved that game. I had there's the Sonic collection on PS2. I can't remember what it's called, but I had that, and Doctor Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine was on it, and I loved that game. I didn't play the shit out of it. I just like it was really fun, and I played it every now and then. And that's Puyo Puyo, but themed around Sonic. So yeah, specifically Doctor Robotnik. And that was fun. So I guess there's kind of like in the back of my head, I'm like, oh my god, this is like that game, and I love that game. Um, Excuse me, I had to yawn for a second. Pikmin, I played the Pikmin 3 Deluxe demo the other day because Pikmin like I mentioned another series that I'm like I haven't played anything of it, but I feel like if I did I'd just fall absolutely in love with it. And I played Pikmin 3 Deluxe demo. It's such a fun game, and that just cemented my interests in the Pikmin series. Like I am 100% playing 1, I'm 100% playing 2, I'm 100% playing 3, and I'm 100% playing 4. I don't know when. Again, I have like no money, but eventually I will play all 4 of those games, and I might try Hey Pikmin just to see what's so crap. Um, what else did I mention? I mentioned Toho and Katamari Damacy. I haven't tried those games at all. I just know Toho is it's a series. It just has girls and bullet hells, and I know the franchise creator just doesn't give a shit what you do. Like there's like what are essentially official releases for a Toho fighting game and a Toho platform fighter, and I think there's like Toho platformers out there, Toho rhythm games, and they're all official, but they're not made by the creator at all. He's just like, I don't care, do whatever you want. Just like, if you want to make a Bingus Boingus Toho game, go do that. He's fucking awesome. Like, we could never get so much Toho stuff. um, and Katamari Damacy, I actually don't really know much about it. I think I've watched like I've seen like some clips of it. It looks like a fun game. It just looks like nice turn off your brain type of fun. And oh my god, it's been almost half an hour. I don't know how I can go for another half an hour. It's not even been half an hour yet. What else can I talk about? Shows exist. Or actually, hold on. My friend mentioned if there's a Pikmin 4 demo, so I will go see if there is, or if it's out like a bit later, or if it's out like tomorrow. I can't remember exactly what she said. So I'm gonna go check if that's a thing. Pikmin 4 demo. I would love to try Pikmin 4 because it looks really cool, and I honestly just need to get as much Pikmin in my veins as I can get right now. Um. Oh. Oh, of course. I absolutely need to talk about Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I done a full analysis of the entire trailer. There's a couple things I missed. It's not a video, I just done it in my Discord, but I think once the game gets closer to release, I might compile like an analysis of every trailer and screenshot and stuff into one video before the game's released, just as a kind of like, here's what you need to know type of thing. I think I might do that, because I am absolutely obsessed with Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Wait, hold on. Is this a Super Meat Boy game? Oh, it is. I didn't know they came out with a new Super Meat Boy game. It's a talent matching game. That's cool. Okay, anyway, Pikmin 4. This does not have a demo. That's a shame. Pikmin 1 and 2, you don't have demos either. What's in current offers? What's on sale right now? Overcooked? Overcooked 2? Untitled Goose Game? It's a pretty good game. Oh, let's build a zoo. That's interesting. I'm not really good at those. I'm not really into those types of games, but I've seen like gameplay of it and it just looks like a lot of fun. Okay, not really too much good on sale. There's a couple good indie games on sale, but I feel like they just go on sale like all the time. What's that? What's at the top of the charts? I'm sure Pikmin 1 and 2 are at the top of the charts, like the bundle. Oh, well, Tears of the Kingdom is beating that out again. Lego Marvel Superheroes, that's surprising. FIFA 23. Companion Tool Collection. I do really want to play Portal 2. I have it. I bought the, like, there's like that Valve collection on Steam. I bought that. Kirby's Dream Buffet, that's surprising. I guess it is, like, pretty cheap for Nintendo games. That's probably why. Pretty surprising. Oh, maybe download exclusives? Wait, is Pikmin 1 and 2 not download exclusive right now? Among Us. Super Meat Boy. It's Journey. Let's go. Oh, that's no longer on sale. Oh, where's ever on sale on Switch? I think it was on PS4. It was on sale. I remember it was like number 3 the other day. That actually might be based on region. Let's see what's in the coming soon section. I'm assuming all the like Nintendo Direct announcements are there. Oh, I think that's porn. A lot. Ghost Trick, there it is. Oh yeah, Ghost Trick had a demo. I completely forgot about that. Ghost Trick has a demo. The Ghost Trick remaster has a demo. I completely forgot about that. It's absolutely incredible. I tried it out on PS4 and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was absolutely amazing. I can't wait for people to play this. It's such a good version of the game, and they really done a good job at like transferring the DS mechanics to a non-DS console. Multiple non-DS consoles, in fact. Picking four. Illusion Island actually looks very good. Disney's Illusion Island. It looks like what people want in a Mario game, and now we're actually getting what people a Mario game that you know. But it just looks like really fun. That's it really. It just looks really fun, and it's on my list. Disney's Illusion Island. I actually don't really know too much about it. I remember to watch the trailer and I was like, oh, this actually looks really good. I want to get this. Um, well, how long has it been? 31 minutes. Okay, we're getting there. Been sitting on the screen for 31 whole minutes. Probably 32 minutes. It took me a bit to open up the stream. Yeah, my friend and I are playing Phantom Hourglass. I think I also mentioned this in the Minecraft stream. And yeah, he's a bit slower when it comes to playing games. He's not as much of a gamer as I am. Like his preferred meth, but was it like just media? His preferred media is not necessarily video games, so he doesn't get as into them as I do. But like I play video games basically all day. I play like so many different types of video games as well. So I haven't been able to play Phantom Hourglass as consistently as I want. Oh yes. Sorry, I got a bit distracted there. I'm talking to my friend about Phantom Hourglass. That's why I brought it up. But yeah, I'll talk about Super Mario Bros. Wonder now, because this game is everything I've wanted in a 2D Mario game. I saw that trailer, I saw that flower, and I was like, that looks like Mario. Is this a 2D Mario game? And then it was a 2D Mario game, and I'm just like, over the bloody moon. I like, I can't stop thinking about this game. It's just, it's genuinely like my dream come true. I absolutely love Mario games. As evident by earlier, I mentioned that I'm playing all of the 2D Mario games and I'm almost finished, and they've all been super fun. But like, obviously, I understand the new Super Series. It's bland. It's become bland, and we need something new, refreshing, different. That is what I wanted. That's what a lot of people wanted. is just something new, refreshing, different, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder is all of that and more. And it is genuinely so fantastic. I've watched this trailer about like 50 times, and it's amazing. I'll go over my analysis because I have nothing better to do for this next half hour. I went through every scene. I didn't go frame by frame, although there's probably a few things I would have noticed if I did go frame by frame. I just went through each scene to see if there's anything uh new, and yeah. So the very first scene of the game, the flower pops up. Um, so the art style is very obviously completely different from any of Mario's other games. The 2D games, the 3D games, and the new Super Series. It's just completely different from any of those. There's the flower. My assumption. I make a lot of assumptions as well because obviously we don't know that much about this game. There's the flower. I'm assuming it's gonna be your kind of guide through at least the first world, and it will just appear in the later, in levels past the first area, just to give a tiny bit of comedy. Um, there are two types of coins. I'm not sure what the purple coin does yet, but the regular yellow coins cap at 99 and presumably give a life at 100 coins, which is the standard since the very first Mario game. The other coin, which is a purple coin, it caps at 999, presumably caps at 999. It has 3 digits. So, and it does carry over between levels, like the yellow coin, but we don't know what it's going to be used for yet. It could be used in some sort of shop, maybe to unlock, different pathways, new bonus levels, stuff along those lines. But they seem to be connected to the wonder mechanic. Um, as as they see as the kind of like purple color is tied to just the wonder mechanic in the wonder, just whatever wonder is. It seems to be a thing in this kingdom, just wonder. There's the wonder flower, the wonder seeds, and wonder. I'm assuming the purple coins are called wonder coins. Um, I initially, my guess was that because I had recently started New Super Mario Bros. 2 when the Nintendo Direct happened, when this trailer came out. So, and in that game, it keeps track of a high score of how many coins you can get in a level. So that was what my idea was. Was that the purple coins were purely for high score sake. Just see how many purple coins you can get in the level. And there's this star coins are replaced with a purple 10 coin, which gives you 10 purple coins when you collect it. But they're still star coins as they have as they're like specified. When you collect one, it has the 1 out of 3 in the top right, and it shows you like which one you have. Just like star coins, they're exactly like star coins, except they give you 10 purple coins when you collect them. But we don't know exactly what it's going to do yet. I can only assume at the moment that it could be used to unlock different paths and stuff along those lines. As star coins were also used to do stuff like that. Maybe there's some sort of completely new like feature that we haven't seen yet that they're used for. Don't know. We have absolutely no idea. Maybe like you collect a purple coin, whether it's the 10 coin, the regular coin, or the tiny purple bits, and they're gone forever. You can still collect them, but they're going to be like like invisible or whatever. You know, however the star coins work. Um, there is Mario's life counter, probably caps at 99. It's 2 digits. It's just the same as other games. But there's a circle underneath his life counter on the UI, and I'm assuming this is a item holder in Super Mario Bros. 3. I'm pretty sure in Super Mario World, I know for sure, and in the two DS New Super games, the DS and the 3DS one, you are able to hold a secondary item and use it. In Super Mario World, it'd only be used when you get hit. If it appeared in Super Mario Bros. 3, then I think it was the same, although I'm not sure if there was an item holder in that game. I know you could hold items and use them in the overworld, but I don't think you had one to use in the level itself. And in the DS games, you could just use it whenever you wanted. It says in the first DS game, where you could only use it if you're in the main area, not the sub area. But I digress. I'm assuming this is the same. The only interesting thing is that the A button is what's used for it, and the A button is usually used to jump. But I still believe that this is a item button. We'll just have to see for sure. Could be used for something else. I don't know, but I do think it's an item holder. The backgrounds, I just want to point them out because they're absolutely beautiful. Also, I'm not showing any of this because I don't have that capabilities, but you can watch the trailer and see the backgrounds, and they're amazing. I love them. There is also no high score counter. The score counter is just gone completely, and some different mechanics such as combos. You'd go from 100 to 200 to 400 to 800 to 1000. That type of counter, if you're like jumping across multiple enemies without touching the ground, or a shell is knocking down enemies, some stuff like that. Those combos are now gone. Instead, there's a new combo counter, which I don't think does anything. I think it's just something nice to look at. So if you jump on an enemy, it'll say like nice, and then if you jump on a second enemy without touching the ground, it'll say like good, and then great, and then super, and then wonderful, and stuff like that. And then the one I love the most, there is no timer. I've never been a big fan of the timer. My opinion on the score counter, I'm indifferent. I couldn't care less, but it is cool to have. It's useless, but it's fun. But the timer, I'm not a big fan of the timer. I think it works well in certain scenarios, in which case just add the timer to those scenarios. Don't have it in every level, so I'm glad to get rid of it. And as it shows a bit later in the trailer, there is timers for certain scenarios, specifically wonder scenarios. Some wonder events, I should say, that's what they're officially called, have timers. Some of them have timers. Not all of them, just some. But the timer's gone. I love exploring the 2D Mario games. I love exploring the 3D Mario games as well, and they don't have timers. So it's nice to see that this 2D Mario game is not getting a timer either. And it's just nice. I love exploring them. They're fun, and it makes it so much nicer that I can just take my time and just enjoy this wondrous world. Of course, the classic mushroom is back. I also see a Goomba. The Goomba is a little sleepy. I don't know if all normal Goombas are sleepy, or if maybe you can wake them up or something like that. I'm not sure. But Mario does jump on the Goombas and he squishes them. He squishes. And then you have this classic, you get the mushroom, you become Super Mario, and I'm assuming you can break blocks from below or above if you're Super Mario. They did show off a ground pound later in the trailer, so we do have a lot of the same movement mechanics as the new Super games. So there's wall jumping. There might not be triple jumping. They did actually bring back P-Speed from Super Mario World and Super Mario Bros. 3. Although I think it's more akin to the Super Mario World P-Speed. There's 10 purple 10 coins. There's a new type of block. where if you're standing on it, nothing happens. If you're running or walking on it, nothing happens. But then if you jump as if you're like on a note block, like in Super Mario Maker or Super Mario Bros. 3, I think during that game. I think you're introduced in that game. The piranha comes out of the pipe and then it comes out of the pipe. Like it actually jumps out of the pipe and starts walking towards Mario. And also these little new note blocks make noise as well, which is nice. See, there's like a new hippo. I wouldn't call them an enemy. They don't. It doesn't seem like they attack you or do damage or anything. But there's this new hippo creature, and you can bounce on them, and then when you bounce on them, they roll, and they can get stuck in holes, and then you can like get a really high bounce off them. And there's also Goombrats return, which are Goombas, but they can't fall off ledges. Just like they're the red Koopa to green Koopas, basically. Um, there's like a brand new level team. The previous ones have been kind of like grassland and forest, but this one has like cubes in the background. It's a kind of weird cube type thing in the background. And there's a new enemy, which are like they're little cute little bush guys. Kind of look like spiny helmets actually, but they also kind of look like bushes. And they like jump up. I don't know what the trigger exactly is for. I think it's just when Mario goes above them. But there's like I don't know. It's a bit weird. And there's this new kind of like grind rail. Mario can like grind rail, and then you can like jump up and grab it from below as well. And there's a new flower where you activate the flower and then it does something later on in the level. And they kind of could do anything. The ones seen in the scene I'm describing just make coins appear, but there's some later which I think are actually different to these flowers in this scene, where it makes like pipes appear out of nowhere and stuff like that. There's also a second enemy. I think it just sits there. It's kind of like a thundercloud. It's like a dark thundercloud. I think it just sits there and is just there to so like Mario has to move out of the way, or else he gets hit or dies. There's the beach level team. It looks really cool. There's like islands shaped in the shape of Koopa shells and waves. Yeah, there's more of the flowers on the left side. There's some trees, which presumably Mario can stand on. And there's a cascading waterfall. There's this kind of like giant cloud that alternates between pouring out the waterfall or not. See a red Koopa and a red Paratroopa. Let me see the flower again. It's talking. Here we see, there's a really beautiful, lovely looking autumn forest area, or it's like an autumn themed grassland. And there's a roller skating Koopas, and they kind of jump at the top of a slope. There's also when Mario gets close, there's this like block with his emblem on it, and I don't know what that does. It could do a variety of things, but it might do something completely new. Checkpoints in the same way in new Soup games, where there's just kind of an object in the area, then you go and collect it. And in those games, you also become Big Mario if you are a small Mario, so it might do that as well. It's a very cute animation when Mario goes through a pipe and then he comes out of the pipe on our side. Don't know if that's a gameplay thing or if they just done a bit of little magic, editing magic, but I think you can actually go through that pipe. It makes sense as well, as this is the first level, which is pipe themed. Like its Wonder Event is also pipe themed. Mario collects a blue flower, and then it makes a bunch of pipes come out of the ground. And so that's what I mentioned earlier, where the flowers can kind of do anything. And then there's the first look at the Wonder Flower, which is kind of like a power-up in a way. So you collect it, and then a Wonder Event happens, and the Wonder Event can be absolutely anything. In the very first level, the Wonder Event is that pipes come alive. So there's pipes that go up and down, they spew out water. There's a little wiggly snake worm pipe. In the level with the hippo creatures, a bunch of them appear and they start bouncing all over the place, and then there's one giant hippo creature that has a Wonder Seed on it, and then you need to collect the Wonder Seed. Also, when a Wonder Event happens, you might see kind of purple coin bits, which are 0.1 of a coin, and if you collect 10 of them, then you get 1 coin. So it's kind of odd that they do that. One level has everything stretch out and become really tall and skinny and lanky. And if you crouch as Mario, you go back to normal. You go to like normal crouch size, and the background actually goes down with you. It's really cool. In one scenario, Mario becomes a spiky ball, and he just destroys everything. And we also see Spinies. In one Wonder event, there's these kind of like rhinoceros creatures, and they kind of just go all destroy everything in your level, and you must. And this one actually has a timer on it. The one with the hippos also has a timer on it, which is quite interesting. And then when you get to Wonder Seed, the Wonder event ends. There are two Wonder Seeds in a level actually. So there's one you get from doing the Wonder event, from completing the Wonder event. I'm assuming if the timer run, if there's a timer on there and it runs out and you've not collected the Wonder Seed, then I'm assuming the Wonder event just ends and you go back to normal. And then you also get a Wonder Seed for just beating the level just in general. So I'm not sure if getting a Wonder Seed counts as the end of the level, or I think it's only the end of the Wonder event. There's also a logo drop, which is nice. The world map looks really cool. It also shows our first glimpse at Luigi. Also, Welcome to the Flower Kingdom is the name of the very first level, and also gives us the name of this kingdom we're exploring. The second level is called Piranha Plants on Parade, which is the like second scene we see in the trailer. Each level also has a difficulty rating. It might go up to 5 stars, it might only go up to 3, but the first two levels are 1-star difficulty. In the bottom right of the world map, there's also two options. One might be able to you might be able to get a better view at the entire map. My assumption was that is that you can view levels individually and see like, oh, do I have the Wonder Seeds in this level, and do I have these completed? So you can do stuff like that. Just get a list of like all the levels that you currently have access to, and shows maybe how much are in the worlds, stuff like that. They done something similar in New Super Wii. You could view the like how many you can view like a menu would have had each level that had a list of all the levels separated by world, and it had like it blanked out if you didn't unlock it or didn't play it. And then it also shows how many star coins you have in that level. So it's a really nice system. I'm guessing it might be similar to that, but it also might not. It's also actually interesting. It doesn't tell you if you have all of the big 10 purple 10 coins when you're in the world map. Peach is also a playable character. It's this kind of like weird Birdo Yoshi kind of looking creature. It's just, I don't know, it's a really weird looking creature, and it's kind of like these like yellow brick barrels, and the creature is running away from Peach and or the shell that she's throwing. Yellow Toad is also a playable character, and in the box art you can see Blue Toad's hat on a Goomba. So I think Blue Toad is also playable, which makes sense. Yellow Toad and Blue Toad, they were in New Super Mario Bros. Wii and New Super Mario Bros. U. And New Super Luigi U. People really like the Blue Toads, the yellow and Blue Toad. And my assumption is that there's probably a Wonder event where you get to play as a Goomba, as the character you're playing as. So if you were Mario, there'd be a Goomba with a Mario hat, like in Mario Odyssey, or if you're playing as Daisy, there'd be a Goomba with Daisy's crown or something like that. In the scene with Yellow Toad, there's these kind of balloon creatures, balloon fish things, and if you jump on them, they make a fart noise because they're balloons, and they go smaller, and you get a really big bounce off of them. And there's a pink one that's just constantly moving in one direction. Daisy is a playable character for the first time in a mainline Mario game, which is really cool. There's a new type of bro, which is kind of pushing a pipe, and the kind of effect going on in this scene makes me think this is a Wonder event where maybe things just kind of like are able to be moved. That's the Wonder event, or maybe it's something to do with this new type of bro. And Daisy can also push against the pipe. In the background, there's something. I think it's a Wonder Seed. I can't remember. I don't have a good screenshot of it. but I think you get it by like you push the pipe back into place, and then you can go into it and go into the background. We get two more looks at the world map. We get to see Bowser's ship. Um, we also get a glimpse at the end, or not the end, but later in the trailer we get to see in the background of one of the levels, and we get a look this kind of pink cloud area. And it's a bit more open. The other parts of the world map have been like you go from one place to another, but this one is everyone, or it's kind of like a big open area. There's multiple levels. This is kind of Wonder Seed like button. So maybe you can spend Wonder Seeds to go to places. Here's a level where there's actually a timer counting up. So this might be a time trial where you need to beat the Wiggler, the roller skating Wiggler, and then you maybe this is the Wonder event, or maybe you get a purple 10 coin. That's unsure. Here's one where Peach enters a pipe, goes into the foreground, Mario wall jumps off a wall, and Luigi ground pounds. There's one thing I want to point out. So, in one of the later scenes, I can't remember which one it is. Okay, well, first of all, we saw there are like solo players earlier, which means you can just pick any character you want. Um, but we get even more definitive proof. With Peach is the first character in the lives. Also, something I should mention: every character I think shares the life pool because it doesn't say like Peach has 4 lives, Yellow Toad has 4 lives, Luigi has 4 lives, Mario has 4 lives. It shows all of their character icons and then 4 lives. So I think everyone shares the life pool, which is interesting. Maybe this game is a lot easier. I don't know. They do seem to have very low numbers of lives throughout the trailer, so maybe it's not. But I also don't know what happens when you lose a life. It's kind of unsure. I'm trying to find something. Yes, here it is. So there's a scene where they're activating a wonder event which tilts the level to the side, and then that causes this big giant spiky kind of molten gold ball to roll after the crew. And here it shows Mario, Peach, Luigi, Daisy in order in the top left. You see the lives. So my assumption is that player 1 is Mario, player 2 is Peach, and then Luigi and Daisy are player 3 and 4 respectively. But there's a crown that is above Daisy's head. So my assumption is that the crown isn't whoever the player 1 is. It's actually whoever's doing the best. And we see it again when it shows 4 Yoshi. Green Yoshi is presumably player 1 because it shows green Yoshi first. But then Red Yoshi has the crown. So I think it shows whoever's doing the best in the game, similar to in 3D World that had the same thing where you get a crown if you're doing the best out of all the players. So it kind of adds a bit of competitive twist to the co-op play. There's a scene where the underwater, we get our first glimpse at the underwater, our first and only glimpse actually of an underwater section, and Daisy just kind of goes on top of a Cheep Cheep, which is brand new. In any other game, if you're underwater and you try to go on top of a Cheep Cheep, you would get hit, or die, take damage or die. But in this game, it seems like you can just jump on Cheep Cheep even underwater. So it's pretty nice. There's another scene where we see all the characters, or not all the characters, but the 4 players, and there's an on-off block which turns the lights off when hit, and it reveals a Wonder Seed. So this might be the Wonder event of this level, where you can turn the lights on and off, and then it does certain things. We get another level team. It's similar to the Autumn Forest Autumn Forest Grassland, but it has a bunch of mushrooms and gourds and stuff. So there's a new enemy, which is kind of a bamboo stack And they're like 10. They're like hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 7 little bamboo guys stacked to make one big bamboo guy. Also, it's almost been an hour, so I'm gonna quickly finish this up. Mario Grandparents through them. There's one where Mario jumps on top of Yoshi, even though Yoshi's a different playable character. So it makes me wonder if Yoshi's like an easy mode, or if every character has a unique property, or if and there's also a thing where there's the 4 playable Yoshis, and they all have different colors. So will the Toads have different colors? Will there be Yellow Toad, Blue Toad, and maybe like Red Toad and like a Pink Toad or something like that? Or is Yoshi the only one that has multiple colors besides Yellow Toad and Blue Toad, which are 2 different characters? Or are the 4 Yoshis all different characters, or something like that? There's a scene where there's kind of a sign on the left, and the A button prompt is gone. So it makes me think that like when you jump and press the A button, something unique will happen when you pass one of those signs. There's also different times where the A button or the like circle is there, but the A button's not, and that's just I think you can have the held item, but you can't see what it actually does. There is a Wonder event where you're fighting against Bowser Jr. and then you're big and he's small, and then you shoot him and then he becomes big and then you're small now. There's one event where you're just falling through the air. There's one event where there's a giant snowball wreaking havoc against everything. There's a one event where these kind of long bullet bills are coming out of the sky, leaving rainbow clouds behind. And this is the scene with the 4 Yoshis. You also get a better glimpse at Bowser's castle, and then at the end they get a Wonder Seed, and then it shows Elephant Mario. I don't know what he's gonna do. He might not be able to jump, but he can hit things with his trunk. I don't know if it was automatic or if the person playing actually used the button. That is really well timed. But you can also get the purple 10 coin using the elephant. I know, because that's just like game design. Get the elephant, then use that elephant to actually do something. And it says there's local multiplayer, but there's no online multiplayer mentioned on the eShop page, but it specifies local multiplayer. Mario can do a spin in the air like in the new Soup games, and that is it. So I'm going to end my stream now. I actually can't believe I've done this for an hour. I might turn this into a video. I probably won't. I am going to be uploading video like right after the stream. So I hope you all enjoyed. And I will be probably doing Into the Depths with hopefully a game that isn't dead at some point later. I'm very happy I got through that entire hour. I was basically talking the entire time. I need to go get a drink.